Hello again viewers, this one is all the solo travellers, but also even if you're travelling as a couple or a family, there might be some tips that will help you as well. Top 5 tips if you're travelling solo. Quite often I'm travelling solo to all these different places. I'll try and remember the top 5 tips viewers. Let's go. Just now, we are in Paphos in Cyprus. Now I could be filming this video anywhere. I've purposely done it at night. There's a couple of points I want to raise with you. That's the marina down there. It's very, very nice down there. Looks a nice place. It's now after 10 o'clock at night, so it's a bit quieter here. I'm heading back up to my hotel. Now this is going to be the first tip I'm going to give you viewers. If you're coming away, it's the Captain's View restaurant. Size that dog, it's massive. It's the first tip I'm going to give you viewers. If you're coming away, plan your night where you're going to stay. If you're looking at a hotel, do not book a hotel in the middle of nowhere. If you're planning walking home, try and get somewhere central, and always try and base it where you're going to be quite late at night, maybe going back to the hotel quite close. So that's what I've done with this one viewers. I've been down to the marina and I've done a video there because I know I'm heading back up to my hotel, which is maybe a 10-minute walk up here. I'm going to finish the night next to my hotel. The less you have to walk, the less chance of disasters or anything else happening. Now obviously, if you're heading out for the night and it's unavoidable, you might want to jump in a taxi, and that's another tip as well.
Hello vlog.
Hello. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Bye. Have
Bye.
a nice day.
You too. Bye. That's the thing when you're travelling slow, you'll meet so many nice people as well. We'll talk about that in a second. It's quiet here because of the time of night. It'll get busier actually as we go up to the end. I don't know how far we've got in this walk, but we'll see. So yeah, plan accordingly. I know I'm going to be finishing up here. I'm going to go for my dinner up near the hotel. I'm not going to far to walk. If you think you've got a 20-minute walk home and it's quite late at night, I'd probably recommend that you take a taxi. Make sure obviously it's an official taxi. Check out the YouTube channel Cole's Place. He actually done a video at the end of Tenerife down at Veronica Strip with an unofficial licensed taxi come up, and obviously we're off on the lift. Now probably most of the time that's going to work out fine. It's just people try to earn extra money, but I definitely don't recommend it, especially if you're maybe a young solo female traveller as well. That's more dangerous. So just be aware of your surroundings. If you're heading back at night, try and think, where am I going tonight? Where am I going to be? Where's the best hotel or apartment that's going to suit me, that's in a safe area? Now when I was in Naples, hold on viewers. First of all, did you watch the videos in Naples? I hope you did. I'll leave a link at the end to the playlist. Quite a few people warned me not to go to Naples. They said it's crazy, it's dangerous. Now there might be certain areas outside the city centre a wee bit that can be like that, and also late at night walking about when there's not many people about anywhere can have a certain element of danger. But what I've done is I do probably what you guys do when you're going on holiday. You go into YouTube and I looked at our videos and I looked at the safest neighbourhoods and areas. Then I Google mapped where I was going to be staying, and I got an idea roughly where it was going to be, and it turned out it was a safe area because I actually met a girl from Scotland who worked in a bar. Lovely to meet you, a girl from Blantyre. And I was telling her where I was staying, and I says, do you think that area is okay? She goes, yeah, I stay there, it's a safe area. So use YouTube. Also, there's a lot of websites online. Sometimes we forget, we're always just using YouTube. A lot of people get really good websites, and you get information on all the areas that you're going to and personal opinion. So that's just a wee tip as well. You at your disposal to research areas. Your first protocol probably is going to be, let's see what's up here. Your first protocol is probably going to be YouTube, because you can physically see what I'm doing. I'm walking down this area. This area to me seems very safe. A lot of families about. It's not that late at night, mind you. Again, if I'm walking at 2 in the morning, you still need to be wary if you're on your own. But it looks like a safe area. It's nice in here. Pizza Express. Andrew's favourite restaurant there. Pizza Express. Didn't know that was there. Happy hour here. Pint of Leon, €2.90. There's a Bacchus Gardens and Kitchen Bar. Okay. So it's very affordable in Paphos. I found quite a lot of good deals, different places. Maybe a bit more down at the marina. So there's a couple of tips for you. Research online about the areas you're going to be staying in. Check YouTube. Check out all my playlists if you're thinking of staying in Tenerife, Lanzarote, Benidorm, all the different areas. I do a video every time I stay in a hotel or apartment, and I show you inside it, but also show you where it's located, so you get an idea if that area is going to be suitable for you. So just a wee tip. Nice restaurant there. Got the heaters, but it's not that cold, to be honest with you. I've got a wee fleece on, I'm quite warm out on. Obviously it's still shorts weather, no problem. Now here is a very good tip, viewers. I'm going to give you the best tip probably you can get. Here's a really good tip. Now this is basically, if anything is untoward or you're getting a wee feeling maybe that somebody is following you, if you're doing a video and you're on your own, there's a very, very good technique to find out if somebody's interested in following you, or is it just coincidence they happen to be walking the same way as you. Now I've actually seen this on another guy's channel, another Scottish guy, I think it was Dale Phillip, and he goes all around the world. He goes into a lot more dangerous places than me. His YouTube channel is brilliant, check it out, the guy's superb. He's got about 1 million subscribers, a lot more than me, and he made a really, really good point, and it probably applies to me as well. I'm a very, very fast walker, so let me just try and see if I can show you anybody walking behind me. Nobody walking behind at the moment, right? But if there's somebody walking behind me and I thought they were following me, increase the speed of your walking, okay? Now, if I'm not filming the video, I'm a very, very fast walker, so there's not many people are going to be able to walk faster than me. So if you're walking down the street and you get somebody behind you and you increase your speed, really increase it, as I said, if you're almost running and that person is still maintaining the same distance, that means they're increasing their speed. Now, I don't want to put you off, everywhere's more than likely safe, but it's a very good way of finding if anybody is actually following you. Credit to Dale Phillips for that one. Okay Dale, give me a comment if you're watching the video. I doubt very much he is. Some nice restaurants here as well, eh? So there's another wee tip. Another tip is really pretty straightforward. If you're travelling alone, especially probably as a female traveller, get some sort of alarm on you, which you can get really online at Amazon, etc. Just in case of emergencies. I don't know if I can recommend pepper spray. I know a lot of people carry the wee sprays, but I can't recommend that, viewers. But 100% there's no harm in having something that's going to alert people if there's anything going on here. We're down at the promenade here. How nice is it down here? Before I forget, there's another wee tip. If you like to meet people when you're travelling solo, I actually was in a taxi earlier on with 10 people on my way to the airport. I covered that story in another video, and it was a girl from Canada and a guy from Manchester, and they were chatting away and they were saying how they'd met people when they were out and they ended up going out and having drinks with them. If you're comfortable staying in youth hostels, it's a great way to meet people, and you're always in a crowd as well. Now there is another aspect to that as well. Again, if you're not comfortable sharing rooms with people, then that can be a problem. But if you can get a private room, a twin or a single room in a youth hostel, they often get communal areas and there's a lot of people travelling. So if you want to head out for a night, maybe do some activities, quite often you can hook up with other people and go as a group. So that's just a wee tip. I know that's not for everybody, but I find when I do stay in youth hostels, with the exception of the one in Tenerife, which was horrific, I do start speaking to other people, and I quite enjoy the aspect of actually meeting other people who are travelling, especially on their own as well. So just a wee tip for you as well. Another one, viewers, this is one that I'm very guilty of not doing, right? Make sure you tell somebody exactly where you're going to be every night. Now, if like me, you're travelling about in different locations or you're not booking your hotel till last minute, you can forget to tell people. So tonight I put on a WhatsApp to my family and stuff like that. I'm telling them the hotel I'm staying at, so if anything happens, they'll know where I was staying and where to contact, start the search for me. So that's just a wee tip for you. Let somebody know, whether it's your partner or brother, sister, mum, dad, whatever. Just let somebody know every day where you're going. If you're heading out for the day or a trip where you're going somewhere, let them know where you're going as well. It's just important that somebody knows roughly where you're going to be. I'm guilty of that one myself, okay? So that's another wee tip for you. And I know we've got quite a lot of people on the channel who do travel solo now. I've got quite a lot of people who've said they booked holidays after watching some of the videos. You can kind of judge yourself what's going to be the best area for you. Is it going to be a quieter area, or this is a bit of a mix, this area. You see, we started off, it was really quiet, but a lot of these bars and restaurants here are pretty busy. Baghedale just round the corner, so I've done a quick research before I booked this. Well, I've got to be honest, didn't do that much research, but I knew roughly what it was. And I knew it was in a kind of built up area, a busy area, lots of footfall, and there'd be other people walking about near the hotel. So I know when I got up here, I'm going to have my dinner quite close to the hotel, and then I'm just going to walk up to the hotel room. So I think that's going to be fine, viewers. Famous last words, isn't it? Famous last words. It's busy up there. You have a wee coffee over there in Caffè Nero and Pizza Hut as well. So we've got a mix here between chains and independent places. Done a wee video up the hill there, there's a few other places. A nice Chinese around the corner called Imperial. So, viewers, I think, to be honest with you, the best tip was the one that I mentioned earlier on. If at any reason you're uncomfortable and think somebody's maybe obviously keeping pace with you, that's a definite red flag. If you start to really walk fast and somebody's still the same distance away from you, you'll know they've increased their pace. It's something I never really thought of until I watched that video. But it's so simple, isn't it? It's a simple way of finding somebody's intentions. The roast and grill corner. I've not decided what I'm going to go for here. There's a Chinese and an Indian right next to the hotel. And there's also Fred's bar here, the Flintstones. There's a lot of live music up here as well. Here's another tip, viewers. I forgot to mention this. Well done, viewers. Live music there at Flintstones. Another tip, if you're travelling solo, sometimes you can get a wee bit lonely, a wee bit bored, I have to admit that. If I can possibly do it, I'll try and plan it. If I'm going away and there's some activity on, let's say football, Champions League or World Cup, European Championships, if you're not a football fan, maybe you like tennis, go away when Wimbledon's on, maybe you're a golfer, go away when the golf's on, find something to break up your day. If you're sitting watching the football or the golf or the tennis or the rugby, you start chatting to a lot of people, you talk about the game. I've done it in many bars as well, so I find that is something that's quite good as well. Also at night, if you're a fan of live music, again, you don't really have to be with company to enjoy live music. Sometimes it's better if you are with company because you can talk about it and share the experience. But in effect, you can just sit and chill out and enjoy the live music. Anyway, I hope you found it useful. A bit of a different video, this one. I travel solo all the time doing these videos. Sometimes I'm with friends and family as well. But quite often I'm on my own and people ask me a lot of questions about that. So I hope it's helped you in some sort of way. Let me know in the comments, are you travelling solo this year? Go for it. Life's too short. Go for it. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate all your support. Hit the wee subscribe button on the way out. It's absolutely free and we'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.